Steeler Nation, let the games begin. Alrighty, Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. And when I say let the games begin, I'm talking about the free agent period and players and rumors and speculation and all those kind of things. But these ones, look, I'm not going to do any clickbait, but they kind of make sense because I saw this via Adam Schefter. And also, I know I talked about the tight end position the other day. That was Freiermuth, Washington, Haywood, Rodney Williams playing teams. He got 10 tackles, 11 tackles in teams. He could be a role for the practice squad, maybe not the 53 this year. What's going to happen with Haywood? Does Darnell take a big step up? Can he catch the football, get more than 7 receptions or 10 targets? Can Muth bounce back? Right? All those kind of things. So it's probably the time now. I wasn't going to wait until about 2 more days, but this news came out. Falcons are releasing veteran tight end Jonnu Smith per source. Smith caught 50 passes, 532 yards, and 3 touchdowns last season. That could be more yards than our whole entire, tight end production last year. So we have the new coach now, the new OC, Arthur Smith. He has connections back to Jonnu Smith at the Falcons being the head coach. Also connections going back to 2017 when they drafted him in the 3rd round, right? So I had another tweet here from a lot of tweets too. Here from Field Yates, he says, Arthur Smith loves Jonnu Smith. So the Smith loves Smith. That alone makes me feel like the Steelers are the team to watch for his next stop in Pittsburgh. Could that be the case? I'm always for bringing in more players to get production and make the team better. Even though the Steelers do have Freiermuth, they have Darnell Washington, and I'm still pretty high on Haywood, what he can do. But Haywood is also fullback / tight end. So imagine if they were to bring this guy, and there's 3 men into the roster, and you try and see what's going to happen with Darnell into the second year. That's what most intrigues me with this with Arthur Smith and his new offense. He got so many production yards in Tennessee. It wasn't the best fit that he had for the Falcons, losing all the games. But how can he turn around and make Darnell a weapon for whoever the quarterback's going to be? Right now, it's still Kenny Pickett, but how can they make this offense a weapon? So would the Steelers go and add another weapon that is Jonnu Smith? Could be a very big, good connection that may happen because Falcons head coach, also tight ends, OC. The connection is Smith to Smith. Also, guys, I had this as well. Was a quote from Smith. It says here, we've got a lot of weapons. It was last year when they signed him, and Jonnu is somebody that makes plays in big-time games. He's been good, so when you've got a lot of belief, okay, pick your poison. Jonnu is one of those guys. He's a great catch and run player. He's hard to tackle. Glad he's here. So they already had that chemistry. When Smith was the OC for, I think, Titans in 2017, they drafted him in the 3rd round. Connection. Last year, Falcons, connection. He gets released by the Falcons. You'd think logically, and Omar Khan, and I'm not saying, like, I'm not Omar Khan out there, he makes all the moves. He does all the money. Could be a possibility they go and get Smith in the next few weeks. Because I think in the next 2 weeks, March 15th or something similar to that, is when they start to sign free agent players, or they can start to move, players from one team to the other, and deals go left, right, everywhere. So it's kind of fun. So we are on like the ramp up period of like, will this player play for this team? Will the Steelers go and get this corner or this veteran guy? Remember last season, where Omar Khan went absolutely off in the season, getting all the big players that we didn't think weren't super splashy. They got the Holcomb, got the Peterson, Isaac Seumalo. Every move he made kind of made sense for the team. This could be another one where it makes sense for the team. Last of all, this was an article from CBS Pittsburgh. It says here, Steelers. Smith has familiarity with the new Steelers OC, Arthur Smith, who was Smith's OC. Sorry. Steelers OC, Arthur Smith, who was Smith's OC in Tennessee the year that Smith caught 8 touchdowns. Smith would complete. The Steelers already have that position in Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington. So that's really hard because there's Arthur the OC, Smith, and there's the other guy, Jonnu Smith. I've said Smith about 5 times now. So Smith caught 8 touchdowns. Smith would complement what Steelers already have at the position in Patty Freiermuth, Darnell. Washington is more of a blocker, while Freiermuth is good. He's struggled with injuries to this point. That's a very good point too. A very good point for me to end on. And also, guys, make sure you check out the channel later on, going live in about 3 hours' time to talk football, all these kind of things. Russell Wilson, Fields, all that stuff. Talking Steelers football 24/7, pretty much, right? Not a 24/7 hour podcast just yet. Not until I hit 10,000 subs, but we're getting there. Where was I? So yes, Darnell has got he is more of a blocker. So that would be interesting to see how Darnell is used in this offense. But also, Paddy Frymouth does get injured quite a bit. So it would be cool to see if the Steelers bring in another tight end, 1, 2, 3, and they use Haywood at fullback and tight end. Could be a possibility. Anyways, guys, here's your chance. So if you haven't written the comments already, let me know in the comments below what you think about this potential signing. Is it a good move? I think it is, because the connection that Smith has with Smith, and I'm sick of saying Smith, that connection's pretty good, from Falcons head coach, Titans OC, drafted the guy. That kind of works in the NFL. You see that a lot of times with the Joey Porter connection, where JPJ and his father played for us. Mike Tomlin loves that stuff. Mike Tomlin loves, family members, relationships, stuff like that. Guys who know each other. The Falcons have the Steelers have also hired two other coaches from the Falcons too, two assistants as well for Arthur Smith. Could be a move they make in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think about this Steelers offseason free agent rumor, that being Jonas Smith. Could he make noise with the Steelers? For one, I would welcome it. I'm pretty cool to see it. It's just going all around the internet, man. It's like Steelers are going to sign this guy. So we'll see what happens next. Alrighty, Steel Nation, I'll see you later.